So, we meet again, old friend. Just you, me, and the 5 best free antiviruses that the internet has to offer. Thankfully, you have no arms. Today, me and Old Saucy will recreate a scene from one of our prior videos. Before every free antivirus review, I'll be taking a shot of chili sauce. Now, won't that be fun for everyone who isn't me? Now, you might ask the question, what separates free from paid antivirus programs? A free antivirus software offers essential protection, while premium antivirus offers enhanced protections. Basic changes on a company-by-company basis, but most antivirus companies offer malware scanning and removal and limited internet protection like site blocking. Typically, this free software is limited to Windows systems. Premium antivirus programs offer a slew of advanced features, enhanced malware protection, including phishing and ransomware protection, and support for multiple operating systems. Knowing free software is more straightforward, we will be looking at 3 areas of free antivirus software: security, performance, and ease of use. 5 chilies are good. 1 chili is not as good, just like last time. But before we get into our free antivirus review, I'd like to tell you about a browser-based security option that I discovered whilst fighting off internet trolls on the fields of Reddit: Guardio. Guardio also blocks phishing attempts by blocking harmful sites before you ask them. The company also works as an information leak monitor to track if any of your data has been leaked onto the dark web. So let me emphasize, Guardio isn't an antivirus, but it protects your data right on the browser level. Your browser-based information is pretty much everything. This protection includes passwords, users, addresses, and credit cards, all the important stuff. For convenience, Guardio will automatically block malicious extensions and stop unwanted notifications. This secures all potential issues that come from browsing online. You can also invite 5 other members to each account. Consider it like hiring an inexpensive bouncer for your family. You can also find an additional discount in the description below. There is a free 7-day trial to try it out. But to make sure that your information is always protected, be sure to upgrade after the trial. Now that we've made sure that your device is protected at the first line of defense, let's review Windows Defender. Heads, I guess that means we win. So we'll start with the basics. Windows Defender. Windows Defender is built into every active Windows system. Looking into AV testing, it has been a top product since 2020. It has earned perfect scores across the board for all 3 levels for some time, which is a significant improvement from 5 years ago. So when it comes to security and malware protection, it is excellent. However, it makes no attempts to protect you elsewhere. It asks you to download the Edge browser, a marketing ploy, giving it a 3 out of 5 chilies on security. It's integrated with every Windows device regarding ease of use, so you don't even need to install it. Those familiar with using Windows will find it easy and familiar, so it's got 5 out of 5 on ease of use. Windows Defender also has a health and performance page, giving you helpful tips on what you need to speed up your computer. It is also optimized for Windows systems, but will slow you down if you try to run deep scans, giving it 4 out of 5 regarding performance. The following antivirus, Kaspersky or Kaspersky, is in a tricky spot. But before I review this, it's time to see if I light my head on fire. Oh no. Oh no. Well, down the hatch. Water! I need water! Apparently water makes it worse, but I don't even care. So, now that I've dropped a match in my face hole, let me tell you about Kaspersky. It's been a top performing antivirus on AV testing since 2016. It also defends against dangerous sites with free browser protection. However, Kaspersky has some questionable connections that drive it down the list. Considering global developments, Kaspersky has been identified as a security risk based on news from the German Federal Office for Information Security. Kaspersky hasn't been identified for specific incidents yet, but the lack of communication in response to this issue speaks volumes, giving them a 1 out of 5 regarding security. It also offers more widespread support for mobile and Mac devices. Across those devices, Kaspersky is known for having a high-performance scan. It doesn't drop your speed and won't take up much space, so you can do other things while waiting for your virus protection to work. even the deeper scans don't suffer, getting a 5 out of 5 rating. Kaspersky also supports a pretty simple interface, ideal for free software. However, as you might imagine, most of that screen is worthless unless you give them money. So with a quick look, they get a 4 out of 5 rating. Next, let's take a look at the next best antivirus, AVG. AVG is one of the best free antiviruses because, well, it's one of the good ones. It has one of the most recognizable names in antivirus software for people who don't like spending money. AV testing shows AVG is similar in quality to Windows Defender, but AVG has an edge given that they have anti-phishing and email protection features. So regardless of the comparable security scores, AVG receives 4 out of 5 chilies on security. AVG being better at security doesn't help out with performance. It offers an initial scan slower than the average antivirus of comparable pricing. It also provides a slower boot scan, with quick scans still taking a hefty bit of performance, offering this a 3 out of 5 regarding performance ratings. Regarding ease of use, AVG puts everything up front. However, they will ask you to pay for the premium version with invasive pop-ups. But since everything is 1 or 2 clicks away, AVG still gets 4 out of 5 regarding ease of use. Avast is the next one on our list. Now, you might recall that the same company owns Avast and AVG from our other not as free antivirus video. As a result, the two have identical testing figures from AV Test. What isn't similar is my fate coming down to a coin flip. So here we go. Okay. So, have you guys played Elden Ring? Because that game is what the battle inside me is gonna look like after I'm done with this video. It even has the same browser-based defense features, giving it an equivalent score on security, 4 out of 5 chilies. God, it feels like I've got 5 chilies in my mouth. Performance on Avast is slightly better than AVG, with significant slowdowns kept to full computer scans and boot level scans. So don't expect to use any intensive computer programs, but its performance is a 4 out of 5 based on our findings. Lastly, the interface is about as simple as you might expect. Most of what you will need is on the left side of your program window, with the performance tab being useless unless you pay. The consistent reminder to upgrade makes the ease of use or user friendliness a 4 out of 5. Our next option, Bitdefender, is the best overall. But before I tell you why, let's see if I melt my face. Of course. Of course. Okay, but before I do the face melting thing, let me tell you about Bitdefender. So, like the other free options, Bitdefender is a top product from AV Test's perspective. Its free program is available across Mac OS, Android and Windows. You'll also get web protection when browsing and a range of custom scans. The results? It gets 5 out of 5 on security. It's one of the better ones regarding performance, having a relatively low impact during scans. The free version does not include any performance improvements like Avast, but it balances out with a solid 4 out of 5 chilies regarding performance. Bitdefender takes a few design cues from Avast, having a left-facing series of icons enabling you to switch between security features. That makes most of your screen somewhat useless on the dashboard, as 3 out of 5 actions are paid features, giving it 3 out of 5 chilies. Check out our review for the premium version on the channel if you have some budget for an antivirus. So, looking back, Bitdefender offers the best overall free platform. If you decide to pay for any of these, you can find some sweet discounts below. Paying for antivirus software gives you much more security features, making them better than Windows Defender. But if you want to check out our review on paid antiviruses, you can find it on our channel. If you liked what you saw, then click the thumbs up button below. And if you want to see more videos, then subscribe to our channel. And if you think that a friend could use it, give it a share. Either way, thanks for your continued support. Anyway, I've got to make good on a promise. Goodbye, everyone. Oh, let's just drink the lot.
Look at me, sure. I'm the captain now.
No!